Twice in the past 24 hours, I've come across this idea that some people think that stress and worry and frustration is what fuels their business, and they don't want to let go of that. Yet, I spent a lot of my time on this show talking about how to be happier and worry less and be less stressful by building a business that you can love without qualification. So, which is true? I'm going to sort it out in today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back. Mike Sutton with BeBuildHave.com. I work with first generation business leaders who are getting burned out on all the doing and are ready to just start being happy and successful in their businesses. Now, like I said, twice in the past 24 hours, I've gotten pushback to this idea that you can have less stress, you can have less worry, and be more effective in your business. And I get it, so I want to address that. If you're one of these people who thinks that you have to have that stress, business is stressful and that's just a normal part of business and that worry is what drives you forward, well, if that's you, you probably aren't listening to this show, which is totally cool. But it doesn't change the fact that in your business, you do feel like you need to make more money. You do feel like you need to solve these problems. You do feel like the business needs to grow and that it is frustrating that it's not. So I get that that's the real life situation that you're in right now. But as you're trying to solve those problems, if you keep running into roadblocks, if you keep falling short, if you just get more frustration and less of the results that you want, then it reminds me of the quote from Dan Sullivan that I've shared before. He says, "The problem isn't the problem. The problem is that you don't know how to think about the problem." And so that's why I talk so much about happiness. I see happiness as a leading indicator of emotional health. And I think emotional health for a lot of small business owners is the thing that's missing at the core. That's what's behind a lot of these kinds of problems. So again, I'm reading a Dan Harris book that I really enjoy. It's called 10% Happier. I definitely recommend it. I'll put a link in the show notes. But one of the points that he makes, it's about meditation and the benefits of meditation. But one of the points that he makes is that in talking about meditation, or in my case, emotional health, not everybody wants less stress. Some people view stress as a competitive advantage. So if you talk to people about taking that stress away, then they feel like you're talking about taking away their competitive advantage. So I get that. And yes, there's good stress and bad stress. But the point behind this is you're trying to solve these problems in your business. And if you're not getting the results you want, chances are it's because you're not looking at the true core of the problem. And as a small business owner, the results that you get in your business are going to be heavily influenced by your individual personal beliefs and habits and actions, much more so than the general kind of generic high-level business, traditional business advice that's out there on the market. Yes, it's all true, it's all valuable, I get it, it applies in a lot of situations, but in a small business, the first step is coming in with that strong, emotionally healthy core. Because emotional intelligence carries over into leadership, into sales, into marketing, into decision making. And these are the issues that are really behind the challenges that you're having in your business, most likely, at least with most of my clients, is the relational, your ability to relate to other people as a leader, as a salesperson, as a marketer, and your decision making ability. And strategically with respect to your business and setting your goals and figuring out how to solve problems. So how do you become a better decision maker? I think it really is about figuring out what is the problem behind the problem. If you're not finding what you're looking for, there's likely a mismatch between the problem you're trying to solve and how you're trying to solve it. So if I'm in my business and I feel like I want to feel successful, I want to feel like I can achieve something, I feel like I have something to prove, I want to make myself feel secure or successful, and I'm trying to do that by getting certain results in my business, there's a little bit of a mismatch there. The feeling of security, success, happiness, fulfillment doesn't come from my accomplishments. But if I have those feelings, I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. And so it's matching that up in a way that doesn't leave us building this giant Rube Goldberg machine of a business at which we hope happiness and success is at the end, when we don't really know. We think, well, if I could solve this sales problem, and if I could solve this leadership problem, and if I could just figure this thing out, then maybe it would lead to this result, and maybe this result would make me feel happy, successful, secure, fulfilled. Like I totally understand that thought process. I was there for a very long time. Much simpler to just go attack the root of the problem. I want to feel happy, successful, accomplished, secure. So maybe I can start by getting that first, and then build the business around me that's just a business that I love, a business that I enjoy, a business that I am passionate about working in, because that's where I'm going to get my best results with respect to leadership, sales, marketing, everything. So I came across a couple great articles on the topic. I'm going to put links to them in the show notes on figuring out what is the problem behind the problem, and are you solving the right problem in your business. So head over to bebuildhave.com and check out the show notes page for this episode. If you enjoy the message, please consider sharing it on Facebook or on Twitter. That's what is going to help the show grow more than anything. Subscriptions have been picking up. And until we speak again, be the ideal person that you can be, the person that you're capable of. Build exactly the business that you can love without qualification, and have all the happiness and success in life that is available to all of us every single day, all the time.